Hello, my dear friends. I got a text message from my boss saying that our line was canceled. Come in tomorrow, about an hour ago. So I'm sitting here thinking, oh, they're probably sick of looking at my wrinkled face and my white hair. So I just decided to come in and chit chat. I've been watching many of your videos, and after this becomes a video, this hangout, I'm going to be going in for several hours and getting myself caught up to the over 800 emails. Yes, I am. I'm going to go in there with due diligence. That's right. Um, I want to first say, if I can get to this, I can't see you right now because I want to say this. I can find her. Hello, United Kingdom, Germany, oh, Canada, Australia, good day, Italy, France, Turkey, Mexico, the Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, Ireland, Saudi Arabia, India, Belgium, Poland, Russia, Indonesia, África, Puerto Rico. Hola, ¿cómo estás ustedes, mi amigos y amigas? Hello, United States of America. Hello, world. How y'all doing? Why do I say that? Because YouTube is a global community. Oh, yes, it is. And hello, Ireland, UK. Yes, indeed. Good day. I have fallen in love. Okay, now I can see. I can see my wrinkled face. I have grown to love all different countries. We're not the only ones on board here. Remember that when you're doing your videos, it is a worldwide thing. So basically, I'm just going to put on some makeup, and basically, I just need someone to talk to, and that would be you. How are you all doing out there in the YouTube community? I hope all is well. And we're going to start this out with the IT Cosmetics, a CC Illumination. And stop pretending you can see, old lady, because you can't without these dollar store wonders. Color correcting, illuminating, full color coverage cream, anti-aging, hydrating serum. Oh, yes, indeed. I have grown to really love this stuff. And the last time I used it, I used too much. This is Granny, as some of you know, Granny's giveaway win, and this is what it looks like. And I've discovered about this, I kind of pat it on. Of course, I'm looking over here to a mirror. And these areas right here where you see those kind of line-looking things, they are very porous. Dark around the nostrils. You know, we all have those trouble spots now, don't we, girls? But it's no trouble if you got some fake face in a bag to slap on there. Oh, I'll tell you, every time I smile and look in the mirror and I see all these lovely happy lines, and I love how we all age exactly the same way. Sorry to talk about unpleasantries, but you start to get the marionette look. Remember when it was this, now it's this, now it's that. I'm kind of over exaggerating. Okay, this, now that. If I could have some pro bono plastic surgery, I would. I would. To get back some of the years that life has stolen. Some of the wrinkles were placed there, of course, by aging and the sun. And when I was young, not taking very good care of my skin because being totally ignorant, ignorant, if I can say that word. So this color correcting stuff formula, I really love. Yes, I do. What have I discovered about it? This is my fourth time using it. I've discovered that once it settles in there, it actually adjusts to your face. Once it warms, it goes on light. And then you got to pull down to the neck. Let me stop. And then once, how do I describe it? Once it warms to your body temperature, it can have an amazing effect after you put the makeup on. I am still astounded by some of these things. Oh, right quick. You see this puppy right here? Guess what I do? You got all these hairs here. So I go like this. I lift it up. And I go over right quick. I know some of you are probably in shock. Does it hurt? Nope. Well, because I've moisturized, I use the dollar store lotion to moisturize my skin. My skin is kind of leathery and tough under there. Forgot to do that. So put the correcting cream on first. And then this time around, I'm going to try the e.l.f. foundation, which I do really like. I do really enjoy. You know, I keep wanting to twist. It's no twisting, Granny. You take this off and you got le pump. And how do we feel about the pump, ladies? We love the pump. And there is that. And then we go on over. I do the dot dot thing. Y'all do the dot dot thing? Dot it here, dot it there. I wish I could just dot it there and that would just disappear. So, as the title does say, the description, Miss Natalie. Miss Natalie was one of my very best friends who lived downstairs from me. And before my last job, I was kind of in the shape that I am in right now, you know, doing what needs to be done and having everything together. I want to be very careful. I don't want to sound like a sad, sappy charity case. You know what I'm saying? That does bother me. But I am transparent, and it's the only way I can describe my experience with my sister, who I truly believe God sent to me. She was a saved woman and believed in the Lord. And she had, I believe, one daughter. And so, you know, I'm in my little corner over there, you know, praying to the Father. He knew the desires of my heart. He knew what I was in need of. I think that looks all right. I'm sorry I'm using the webcam, but it's the only way I can be live with you. So I think we're going to stop right there. Let's not be too much of a mummy. So set products aside as we use. So, you know, it was one of those things you move in, or let me see, I was here first. And then, you know, I saw the moving truck and stuff like this. And I usually say to my neighbor, hi, my name is such and so. It's wonderful to meet you. I do mind my own business. If there's anything kind of weird about your apartment, if I see someone at your door I don't recognize, or I see a car I don't recognize kind of sniffing around, you know, I'll let you know. But you know, I am a person, this is your home, and I really, really value your privacy. You know, that kind of thing. You kind of don't know what to say, but that's what I do. We do that for each other, whoever is, I'm old school. Andy Griffith, you know, the old days where people would watch out for each other's children, where people would watch each other's homes, you know, if something just didn't look right, that kind of thing, you know, because even though it's an apartment, it's someone's home, you know, this is where you come to feel you're most comfortable. This is where you come to let your hair down and feel just as comfortable and as happy as possible. This is home, you know, even though it's a tiny little apartment. Yes, I'm using a professional makeup brush. Try not to raise your eyebrows or fall onto the floor. And this is that $2 foundation powder, loose powder, as you all know from LA Colors, which I really do like. So anyways, a little time goes on. And at that time, I'll just say it, I was running a little bit low. My fridge was a little low. This woman had such a spiritual connection. She knew nothing about me. Look through the peephole, open my door, and there she is with a grocery bag. Miss Fab, not Miss Fab, but just for the sake of this conversation, Miss Fab, the Lord told me to help you. And I said, well, thank you so very much. Every week, every week, I will never forget her as long as I live. Then I got hired by that last company, and I started getting overtime. And the Lord just really sternly said to me, no more. Now that gift is for the next person. And so there came the knock at the door. I opened it. I said, sister, I'm fine. Thank you so very much for helping me. Thank you so very much. Are you sure? Yes, ma'am, I'm sure. Thank you so very much. And so one day I went downstairs, and she was sitting in her chair. She had a little chair outside her door, and a lot of people knew her. And as it turned out, she was feeding many people, not only with a grocery bag, but she was cooking and feeding a lot of people. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And one day we sat outside and we started talking about the Lord. She knew scripture a lot better than I did. Not that I know much, but she certainly knew it a lot better than me. So she started to tell me her life story. How when she was young, she was out in the streets, lost her job, started standing on the corner and selling herself. This is real talk, my friends, real talk. And then con contracted HIV, and then was because she was on drugs, got addicted to drugs. And then she said, the best day of my life was when I got arrested and went to jail. I was forced to clean myself up and reintroduce myself to the Lord. And she said it was a life-changing experience, and it got her all cleaned up. She's also on dialysis. She would go every week, and there were a lot of times where an ambulance would come and she'd have to go to the hospital. A lot of times. I remember one day coming home, and she was outside, and she had a neighbor that lived directly across, and they were very best friends. And she had a big old bucket full of fish. Someone went fishing, and both ladies were cleaning the fish, and she offered me some. I said, okay, I'll take some fish, just a little bag of fish, you know. And so one day, I would say about 2 years into this, with us sharing every day when I came home from work or I was leaving for work, she'd be sitting out there with the hugest smile on her face. Think about HIV, think about being on dialysis every day. She had that joy of the Lord, that joy that I spoke about in my last biblical chat. She sincerely had God's joy. Oh, yes, she did. And it's like, hey, how you doing? You have a blessed day. You have a blessed day. The Lord loves you, that kind of thing. You're going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. What about encouragement? She was my number one, at that time, my number one cheerleader, live and in person. So one day, I came, I came in and I saw a vehicle that I didn't recognize. And so I went out, I did a few things, and I came back. And this woman that I did not know was coming out of her apartment. And she was going to the dumpster and throwing things away. And I just kind of said hello, and I just kind of looked at her. But you know, in my mind's going a million miles. Who is that? What's going on? I says, well, she's got to be related to her, a friend, because she's in her apartment, you know, that kind of thing. And so she came back from the dumpster and she said, you know, Miss Natalie has gone on to be with the Lord. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. We remember famous people. We remember wealthy people. We remember people that did for us something like that. Some people are tit for tat type of people. You do for me, then I'll do for you. You do for me first, then I'll do for you. You know, have you ever run into people like that? Do for me first, do for me first. Not this woman. Not this woman. And so, as people were moving things out, and the blessing that Miss Natalie had was her daughter had a son. And she was blessed to be able to see her grandson before she left this planet and went on into glory. So pardon me while I back up, because I gotta go get you something. I ran downstairs, my friends. I ran downstairs. Have you ever wondered what this old tattered chair is? Guess what? That's Miss Natalie's chair. Oh, yes, it is. It was outside and no one was paying any attention to it, and they had moved on. I said, you know something? I want that chair. I want that chair. Every once in a while, I sit in it. Not a lot, pardon me. Trying to fold my leg over, cross my legs. Every once in a while, I sit in it. I can still see her face crystal clear. I kid you not. Oh, heaven gained something very special. Oh, yes, it did. Miss her still. God, we've heard many people say this, the Lord will bring someone into your life for a lifetime. And sometimes it's just for a season. It's just for a season. I I wish she was still here. I miss that smiling face, but it's up here. I can still hear her voice. Sorry to be sappy. Yes, indeed. Now we're going to go on to continuing with the It Cosmetics. I'd like to, I tried that as a blush before, and I'd like to use it again. I really like it. It's got kind of you would think maybe that's kind of orangey. It's, what is that? I want to say a melon color. There's another color. I can't, it escapes me. But it is not orange. It's that other color, more of a dull. Let's just say, for the sake of conversation, you mix orange and pink together. How about that? Melon? I don't know. So I've got my El Cheapo, and I do like this color. If you have a really good friend and you haven't talked to her in a while, pick up your phone and give her a call. If you're having a little aught, a little fight with your bestie, well, youngins say bestie, we say with your best friend, your girlfriend, go ahead and make up with her. Um, there's only two of us left in the building. Man right across, everybody else is gone. So it's kind of quiet. I appreciate that, but it makes me a little bit nervous because I don't know who's coming. I've had a few drug dealers live right across. Oh, yes, I have. All of a sudden, you get all this traffic, you know. Reality. I'm sorry if that sounds kind of whatever, but that's reality in an apartment complex in a huge city. That's reality at times. But they have the gates and everything. You have to have a pass, and I'm noticing you take your little square, your little square pass, a thingy. I can't think of what you call it, and you hit that thing, and the gate goes up. But they still ask you for your ID. Kind of upset. I says, geez, I jumped through hoops and everything. I've been here for what, this is year 7, and you still ask for the ID, but that is a good thing. That is a good thing. And this time we're going to, this is the brow pencil with a little, the only reason why I know what it's called is because you makeup divas, I hear you say it, a spoolie? Spoolie? And so what's little left of my chopped up brows, we try to get going in a direction, don't we, girls? Kind of like that. And yeah, she shrunk down. I'm going to pick up another one. But I think this is from Wet and Wild. I couldn't remember the last time, but it's not the black one. It's the other one for blondes or lighter haired, So basically, I'll try to turn you this way so you can see. And oh, I was watching Anna Hunter, and oh my goodness, she was doing a makeup look, and she had, at the beginning of the makeup look, she did her brows. Oh my goodness. And she had the brow wax. I'm like, thank you so much, or whatever comment that I left. I do enjoy. He says, why do you are watching a lot of makeup videos? Because I'm trying to learn something, and I love the makeup community. I'm learning a lot, especially from ladies that are a little bit more seasoned, let's just say, in your 40s, your 50s. There's one lady that's in her 70s. I can't recall her name, but a lot of you know who she is. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I'm going to say Rockstar Mom. Rockstar Mom. Yes, indeed. She has been on for a while. And so sometimes I remember my brows. Sometimes I forget. I get all the way to work and I'm looking at chopped up brows with makeup on. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta be careful. Okay, there's kind of a before and after, so to speak. Don't want to put on too much. Yeah, I've learned that when you get a really, really good friend, the kind you can call at 3 o'clock in the morning in tears, and they will listen, or they will lean it forward and allow you to put your head like right there and just, it's going to be all right. I'm here for it. It's going to be all right. Nothing better than a good friend. But yeah, when I got that little email saying that blah blah line is no work, come in tomorrow, I'm like, do these people even understand what that means? And so this was kind of disheartening. When we were doing, we're back on our regular jobs. The huge order came in, so on and so forth. So this is why I was totally shocked when I got that little, that little email. I don't know what happened, but the new customer came into play, and we were at our regular jobs, and I was very happy. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I don't have to reach all the way to the ground today in the packing Olympics. Putting my old back in a exercise mode. I don't want to lose my train of thought. I do that a lot. I'll start talking about one thing and forget to finish the sentence. I'm sorry. Okay, and yeah, so what was I going to say? It'll come back to me. You gotta love menopause. You got a rose-colored lippy. And this time around, we're going to go ahead and try to line. I feel like going like this. Let's try this. And so I got that new customer, and they did that. Here is, my stomach's going, here is what can be kind of disheartening. When we were doing the other job, packing the parts like that, I'll tell you, the last day I had to have put together over 1,000 boxes. I kid you not. I was in robot quick mode. I'm just, you know what I mean? That's why I lost a lot of my nails. So I'm listening. Do you really have to scratch your neck now, boo-boo? I'm listening to somebody. They're a machine operator. Kind of a machine operator. And he's talking really out loud, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I first came in here, yeah, I was basically hired on the spot. He's saying this out loud, and there's a bunch of us $8.25 an hour temps just, doing our thing. But, he's right there, and I can hear it. Yeah, we started in, about $18 an hour, and now we're up and over 20. I'm like, yep. So that's what's very interesting. If you're a temp, you understand exactly what I'm saying. No jealousy or envy. You start where you start, and it's up to you to come to work on time, to be diligent, to have good quality, to earn your way, just like I did so many times before. That's cool, but he's saying it out loud. I'm like inside going, like, yeah. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. At least for me, person's gonna be a person. You got your own personality. You just how you are. That's just how it is. And I'm thinking, if I was pulling that kind of a salary, and I'm working, with temps, and I'm full time, I would not be saying that. I wouldn't want a person to feel disheartened. I wouldn't want them to feel disheartened. It's the only words I can come up with. So, yeah. All right. I hope you don't mind seeing me again on here live. I've done all I need to do. I need my friends. I need you guys. I do. All right. Does that look okay? I think we lined it up all right. Miss Natalie. This time around, even though this is a wet and wild, it says, I'm sorry, it says Mega Last Rouge, excuse me, and liquids. Can I see what number this is? I think I'll just hold it up here. I probably can see it better there. I apologize. Excuse me. But it is a very bright, go out for the evening and shake your groove thing red. I'm sorry, y'all. And the plus side of a stain, you got to be very careful because it's very thin in consistency. And I got to bring this mirror a little closer. It's very thin in consistency. The plus side about it, you got to go over the little divot of a scar there. I hear my neighbor from across. Probably wondering who I'm talking to. Okay. The plus side of a stain, that will stay on for hours and hours and hours. The minus part, for me at least, it gets so dry. And I try to gloss it over, but it still, stays dry. And you have to use a makeup remover or baby oil works the best, or Vaseline, whatever you have on hand that's clear and oily to get it off, because that baby sticks right to your lips. It is not playing around, you know. I wish I could get the smooth portion of my skin, the unwrinkled portion, to stick around. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Kind of, yeah. Looks like my lips got slapped with a stop sign. And that's the problem. That side, because it tends to go up a little further. And remember I Love Lucy? She she would have her lip line go, her lipstick go above her lip line. Oh yes, she did. A lot of them did that back then. I never quite understood that. But they did that. And I mean, her lips weren't really that thin, but she did that. That was a big deal for her. I miss those old shows. You can find those on YouTube. When I found I Love Lucy on there, I had an I Love Lucy-a-thon. Yes, I did. And they put they put me on a different job one day, and I was working with this lady, and I had been on the I had been on the watch the widget go by job for weeks. And then they put me back where I started because someone called in or something. And they was like doing the ah, thing again, right? And so the lady across from me who was steadily on that job, she's just looking at me laughing. I said, let me tell you something. Which one are you? I go, you want to be Lucy or Ethel? I said, I said, I'm chunkier than you are. I'll be Ethel. So now that is our running joke. At the orientation, they actually played the clip from the Candy episode of I Love Lucy. They played it, and so they're playing it, and we're laughing. But in my mind, I think, now, why are you showing me that? That's because that's what's going to happen, and that's what did happen. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Try not to go into shock or fall out of your chairs. I'm going to put some mascara on. I have mascara. I have it. You wait. I am going to be picking up one of my videos. I have never, even though I was never a brownie or a Scouts honor, brownie honor, I, just for the sake of you all, I'm going to pick up some false eyelashes. Oh, yes, I am. I meant to get them the other day from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to try those on. I'm not going to try them on ahead of time. I'm not going to even practice. That's for your amusement pleasure. Yes, I am. Oh, I wish I had them now, but I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know that, the boss lady was going to do this. And this just simply says, what does this say? It says lash mascara. Oh, yeah, that's pretty it's pretty self-explanatory. And this is what the blush looks like. Nice and clumpy. Would you like me to get a better mascara? Would you give me just a moment? I think I have a better one. That looks kind of dry. Oh my gosh. Hold on now. Don't get mad at me. Okay, let's I got something a little better. Sorry for the blank space as I pretend I can walk. You know, those weeks doing the widget from the waist all the way to the floor job took a toll on my back. I'm walking like what I am. I'm officially walking like an old lady. Look, I have to be the first in line to make fun and laugh at myself. I just face the reality. You know, I'm going to be 56 years old, 4 years from 60. Now, Rosa's Beauty Fashion sent this to me. This is not opened, and I'm going to just show this to you. And I do believe, coming from a makeup diva like Rosa of Rosa's Beauty Fashion, this is a lot better than the others. So literally, I've never opened this. I never have because I just never have. I use mascara very rarely. So for your entertainment pleasure, let us try. I got the LA Girl Super Super Mega Mascara. Oh, yes, indeed. Let's give it a try, okay? Yeah, like, I'm a spab, and she's wow. Look at the size of that. Hold on a second. Let's do a comparison, shall we, girls? To the Lash Mascara. That's all it says. Lash Mascara. Let's see. Oh my stars. Will you look at that? Look at the difference. And kind of a more professional brush. Goodness gracious. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with it. If it gets the job, the job done. If it did the job done. If it gets, if it gets, if it gets the job done, that's all that matters, right? Okay, so we're gonna. Oh my gosh, the whole thing's falling apart here. Hold on a second. It's not falling apart. Just that little piece came out. What can I tell you? Okay. All right. Let's get something to clean my finger. I know you're very, very impressed. So let's try this. I want you to be able to see me do it. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Here we go. Look. See, yeah, you see those itty bitty little things? Those are what you call lashes. Shut up, old lady, and try it out. Okay. All right. Strictly going by feel here. Okay. Here we go. But I gotta look over here now. I think you put it on. I used to do this when I was a teenager. Remember that? I know you're all one or two of you that are watching are very impressed because it's during the week. I figure, well, Miss Fab, you've lost your mind. Yeah, hold on. I think you get the eye. I'm afraid. My older sister used to have the eyelash curler. I looked at that contraption and was afraid of it. And I'd see her leaning in and just squeezing the bottom together. I am 5 years younger. I had no idea what she was doing. I've never used an eyelash curler. I swear to you, I never have. I never have. And from what I'm understanding, I've seen ladies put mascara on and then use it. And then I've seen other ladies use the eyelash curler and then to shape them, to shape them, and then put this on. I've seen that. So I'm not, yeah, look what I did. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh, look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. See why I don't like using it? Look at that. Look like Miss, yeah, the more I move around, the more it just gets worse. Oh gosh, this is just a nightmare. I need help. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and put some on and just be done with it. This is why I don't like using it. I don't know what to do here. I need a quick dry. Do they have a quick dry one? Does that exist? I know waterproof exists. Hold on. There we go. I don't know if that's making much of a difference because they're so tiny. You know, my grandbaby is, I think, just about 2, and her eyelashes are naturally curly and thick. And she gets that from my son. Lord, why did you waste long curly eyelashes on men? Why did you? Do you have a sense of humor up there? Or are you blessing someone that a mascara producer has been praying for his business to increase, so you decided to give us a few of us lashes like my poor little old self? Oh, goodness gracious. You know, I'm doing this, but I'm looking at my hair. All I know is I look like George Washington's sister. You should see me when I wake up. It's a frightening thing to see. But think about it. Think about how women look without makeup. You want to figure that out? Look at men. Let's talk about natural hair color. Look at men. You're going to get an idea of, you know what I mean? Because we ladies, oh, we're magicians, honey. We're magicians between wigs, weaves, hair colors, highlighting, ombre. We are magicians. Yes, we are. Excuse me. Excuse me a second. I don't know why my nose was doing a little drippy drip. I don't feel like dripping and having you see that. That's a TMI. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, okay. They're starting to look a little long. Oh, should I? But I'm afraid every time I look up, it dots my lid. Let's talk about that plastic surgery again. I'll tell you, it's a cross between two things. I would not like to have a face lift. I would like to have, I am not even joking, a neck lift. You know, my ex-husband, Mr. Chris, I know you're not watching, Mr. Chris, but anyways, he said, well, you know how I tell the age of a woman, he goes, neck and hands, neck and hands. I'm like, shut up. Now that's me having a conversation with my husband at the time, shut up. It wasn't in a bad way, but it's like, you know how we go, oh, shut up, like that, jokingly. He goes, but it's true. He says, her face, this is him. Her face may be smooth as a baby's behind, but that neck gives it away. I'm like, why don't you go to work? And when there's a bunch of ladies sitting together, why don't you go over there and say that to them, see what you get? Yeah, you're gonna have a bunch of people opening up their makeup bags and throwing makeup at you. Okay, enough chit chat. I'm just trying to get them to a place where it looks like there's a difference. I mean, I can see the difference a little bit. I don't know what you can see, but I'll bring it in close. But it's kind of clumping together, and I'm trying to separate. And the more I separate, the more thicker the clumps get. Okay, let's see. Now I'm gonna look up, and it's gonna splat. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? I don't know. Give myself an instant brow lift. Okay. The second thing that I would have done is I would get a brow lift. Why am I saying? And y'all don't get mad at me, saying, oh, you're being kind of superficial, Miss Jesus. You're being kind of superficial. But no, if it could be done safely, and it would not make much of a difference, it would just, okay, it would make a lot of difference. This, and then ever so slightly that. I have the hooded eyes. Some people go in and they have the excess skin right here just removed. I don't want to lose the hooded look, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't know if that's possible, but I sure would have that done if it was pro bono for free. Sure, I would. Why not? You know, I would like to give back some of the years that I stupidly wasted, and some of the years that some people stole from me. Oh yes, I would. Okay, I think we've done everything. And then let's do this. Yeah, we're thin. You see that? You know. This is the thing that's kind of interesting about me. Nothing's really interesting about me, but I'm trying to figure a way to say it. Let me step up. Let me step back. I was looking in the mirror. This is a secondhand store dress. Let's push this back a little bit. Cover that. Hanging all in your face. That's disrespectful. Okay, now I put on some weight. Y'all know I've been eating that bread, eating those potatoes, and eating those desserts. I really don't care that I put on weight. I put it on and I lose it. That doesn't bother me because the only person that's got to look at me is the cat, and all she's concerned about is a fresh water, a fresh food, and a clean litter box. She does not love me any less. So the hair here grows this way, and the weight goes that way. From the knee down, they say my legs look like two little toothpicks, but it goes this way, and then if I relax, that way. I know I'm gaining weight when this starts to stick out. When I was young, it never used to be that way. Now God is playing a cruel trick on me. Hold on. I think I gotta have a sense of humor about it or I'll just cry. But yeah, belly goes out and that goes that way. And then it just sort of goes like this. Hence the inventor of Spanx, who is probably a very wealthy person. Oh, yes, indeed. Created a girdle. Just call it what it is. It's a smooth girdle. Nothing wrong with that. You're sitting there and you've got on a form-fitting dress and you got a little bit of this going on. That just sort of just smooths it out. And there's nothing wrong with putting that garment on, girls. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, here I am. Oh, hold on. Let's get these on. Now, these, and then the entire outfit, which is just shoes and a dress, are from the secondhand store. And I got this last year from the same secondhand store. I've got to get over there, and I've got to get over there because to see what's going on for fall and for winter. Because Granny has a raggedy old coat, and I kid you not, someone threw it out and I took it out of the dumpster. Yes, I did. That's embarrassing. Why would you say? I'm just telling you the truth. So their coats are like $6, something like that. So I got to get over there. So remember these? Yeah. The color, it goes right with the dress. And I've got Walmart earrings on that cost about, let me think. I think these earrings were $4. The shoes were $2. That's $6, right? The dress, I think, was like $3. So what do you have? What did I say? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think 10. Altogether, I think this was 4. So altogether, $10. Now, I don't know if you can see. Sorry, my living room is a mess. Why? Because I work third shift. So I gotta go all the way into the wall. So yeah, there it is. You got the shoesies, the El Cheapo dress, the El Cheapo earrings. Now, some folks are blessed and they can go and they can go in and, you know, they can go in and, you know, buy something pricey, and that's your prerogative. That's your station in life. That's your station in life. There's nothing wrong with that. You go on and enjoy your shopping, girl. So yeah, 1980s. Now, we're going to wait about 2 more weeks with nerves, and then we're just going to trim it a little bit because it's going to start going out like this and get out of shape. You know it's getting long, the part just comes. You ever do that? If you have a medium haircut, it just starts to part, then you know it's time for a trim. So that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I know this is a very exciting video, but I just needed somebody to talk to, so I'm talking to my friends. Talking to my friends. I think that's about it, ladies. And one gentleman probably from Peru watching. I think it came out okay. I don't know about the mascara though. You saw how many layers I put on. Anywho, thank y'all so very much for watching. Love you, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, Marnie Causey. Love you. Stiff upper lip, stiff upper chin. Bye, everybody.